Why high metrics don't guarantee success, the hidden factor. Ever wondered why some companies have all the right metrics but still can't deliver on time? I once watched a manufacturing team with 95% efficiency metrics completely fail their customers. The culprit? It wasn't what they could see, it was what they couldn't. Today, I'll show you the X-ray vision tool that changed everything. I've been in your shoes, frustrated by processes that look good on paper but perform terribly in reality. After implementing what I'm about to show you at over several companies across India, I've seen lead times cut by 70% without spending a single extra rupee. If you're struggling with delivery delays despite good metrics, keep watching. This will be the most valuable 9 minutes of your week. Let's discuss a real case study. Let's call them Precision Auto Components, based in an industrial hub near Pune. This auto component manufacturer was supplying parts to major automotive companies and completely baffled by their performance issues. Their metrics looked incredible. CNC machining, 92% machine utilization. Heat treatment, 95% capacity utilization. Quality control, 99.2% first pass yield. Every department was hitting their targets. Every machine was running efficiently. Yet their on-time delivery was a miserable 68%. If you've ever experienced this disconnect between good metrics and poor performance, drop a yes in the comments. I read every comment and will share additional insights with those who engage. Now, here's the shocking revelation most consultants won't tell you. Traditional metrics are designed to make departments look good, not to make customers happy. The real waste in your system is hiding in plain sight, but only if you know how to look for it. Value stream mapping reveals what traditional metrics deliberately hide. It's like putting on special glasses that suddenly make invisible waste visible. When we created a value stream map at this auto components manufacturer, here's the jaw-dropping truth we uncovered. Raw materials sat idle for 5 days before machining even started. Machined parts then waited 7 more days before heat treatment. After that, another 3-day wait for quality inspection. The total lead time, 23 days for work that took only 4 hours to complete. That means 99.3% of time was pure waste. Can you imagine paying for something and only getting 0.7% value? That's exactly what was happening. Are you seeing similar waste in your processes? Hit that like button if this is resonating with you and subscribe for more insider techniques that most lean consultants keep to themselves. So, why was this happening? Each department was optimizing for their own metrics, creating a disaster for the overall system. CNC was running huge batches to keep machines busy. Heat treatment was waiting for full loads to maximize energy efficiency. Quality was focused on thoroughness, not speed. Everyone was hitting their targets while the business was failing its customers. I call this the department island syndrome, where each team is stranded on their own island with no view of the mainland. Value stream mapping builds the bridges between these islands. Now let's get practical. Creating a value stream map isn't complicated. You just need to follow the right steps. Pick one product family to map first. Don't try to map everything. Walk the actual process, what I call learning with your feet, not your seat. Collect these critical numbers at each step. How long does it take to process one piece? How long do materials wait before processing? How many pieces are sitting in queue? If you've tried process mapping before and found it useless, comment map below and I'll tell you exactly how VSM differs from regular process mapping. Here's a wow moment most people miss. The most powerful number in VSM isn't cycle time or talk time. It's the process to lead time ratio. In most operations I've mapped across India, this ratio is below 1%. That means for every 1 rupee of value, you're spending 99 on waste. Imagine if you could capture even half of that waste. When this company implemented changes based on their VSM, here's what happened in just 12 weeks. Lead time dropped from 23 days to only 8 days. On-time delivery jumped from 68% to 94%. Inventory plummeted by 60%, freeing up cash. All without a single rupee of capital investment. Here's the counterintuitive truth that most traditional managers struggle with. Machine utilization actually decreased to 85%, and heat treatment sometimes ran partial loads. By old metrics, this looks bad. But overall, business performance skyrocketed. This is why I say, value stream mapping doesn't just change your process, it changes how you think about performance. If you're facing delivery challenges despite good department metrics, you need VSM in your toolkit. Smash that like button if you're ready to try mapping your value stream, and subscribe so you don't miss my next video where I'll reveal the 3 hidden metrics that predict system failure before it happens. When implementing VSM in your organization, there are 3 major pitfalls you need to watch out for. First, the too much detail trap. I've seen so many teams get stuck trying to create the perfect map with every tiny detail included. They spend weeks documenting every single variation and exception in the process. But here's the truth. Your first map doesn't need to be perfect. Start simple. Focus on capturing the main process steps and the big waiting periods between them. You can always add more detail later. Remember, a simple map that leads to action is infinitely better than a complex map that sits on the shelf. Second, the lone warrior syndrome. This happens when one enthusiastic person, often the lean champion, tries to create the entire map by themselves. They walk the process alone, collect data alone, and draw conclusions alone. This approach almost always fails. Value stream mapping is inherently a team sport. You need people from different departments who understand different parts of the process. Without their input, you'll miss critical insights. Plus, when people participate in creating the map, they're much more likely to support the changes that come from it. Third, the dreaded no data map. This is when teams draw pretty process boxes with arrows between them, but don't actually measure what matters. They use phrases like about 2 days or usually pretty quick. Don't fall into this trap. Real improvement requires real numbers. How long does material actually wait between processes? Count the inventory. Time the processing steps. Measure the changeover times. These concrete numbers are what will reveal the true waste in your system and give you the baseline to measure improvement against. Avoid these 3 pitfalls, and your value stream mapping efforts will be dramatically more successful than most. Want my personal VSM template that I've refined across 50+ implementations? Comment template below, and I'll share it in the comments. Let me leave you with this final thought. Value stream mapping isn't just a tool, it's a new lens through which to see your entire business. It reveals the hidden truth about where your money, time, and resources are really going. I challenge you to map just one value stream in your organization this week. You might be shocked at what you discover. Remember, the goal isn't perfect maps, it's perfect flow. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand why good metrics can hide bad performance, hit that like button and subscribe for more lean insights. Next week, I'll be revealing the 5 waste multipliers that make every other waste in your system exponentially worse. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.